evening, everyone, and welcome to the Lady CoCo show. It is Wednesday afternoon. I believe it's almost 3:30. So we have a special show for you all today, and we want to make sure we can get the ladies and the guys in here. So as you come in, if you would at least share the broadcast today, I would highly appreciate it. Um, and I want you guys to sit attentively and hear what we're going to be talking about. My special guest today has a testimony that she's going to share with you all. And when you're a little bit older in life, you want to be able to take care of yourself, protect yourself as much as you can. You all know that from 40 and up, we go through menopause, premenopause, and so we want to talk about some of those things today. And so, if you have questions, we want you all to ask questions. If you have questions that you want to ask later and just listen to the broadcast, we want you to do that as well. Okay, so I'm looking to see who we have on here. I see some of you all. Betty, how you doing? So if you all would do me a favor and share at least one time and at least tag a sister or two and let them know that we're on. So I'm going to bring my special guest in so we can get this show started. And there she is, Alicia. How are you?
Hello, Lady CoCo. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here and speak with your audience today. Happy Wednesday. It's so good to be
Hump
here.
Day Wednesday.
Yes, it is hump day.
Yes,
And so I'm glad that we're
yes.
here to share. And I just want to kind of start off with my story because I know there are many women out there that are 35, 40 plus and have struggled with weight loss. So
Mhm.
that's what I want to talk to today because a lot of us are what I call career dieters. We've always been on a diet for most of our adult life. We'll lose the weight, gain it back. And when you gain it back, it brings the neighbors, right? And when I
Everybody.
say bringing the neighbors, that means you gained more than you've lost. And so now you're depressed and that vicious cycle keeps repeating. Well, I was
Yes.
one of those people. And it wasn't until about 15 years ago that I finally found a solution that helped me not just lose the weight, but it helped me to know how to behave in maintenance mode because a lot of people think the weight loss journey is the important one. The more important journey is the maintenance journey because you have to work to keep that weight off. And so
Yes.
finally, as a woman at the time, I was 43 years old when I found this solution. And I say it's a solution because it's the only weight management, weight loss program that I have ever done that has allowed me to keep the weight off for a long period of time. Because most people, when you lose weight, you gain it back within the first year or two, and then you
Mhm.
have to go over that cycle again. Well, with this particular protocol that I'm going to share, I've been able to lose weight and not just lose it, but keep it off. And so I'm just going to give you some of my chronology because, again, when you're over 40 and you're dealing with menopausal symptoms, you have estrogen spikes and things of that nature. When you're going through menopause, sometimes it's very challenging to lose weight.
Yes.
Well, being 43 when I started, that was my concern too. But this particular protocol had some nutritional resources that helped me to overcome those particular challenges. So I was like, wait a minute, I think I am on to something here. And so
Wow.
I started the protocol. And I know when I first heard about it, because I had done so many things in the past, I was like, I don't know. This sounds kind of gimmicky. I'm not sure. But I
Mhm.
went and actually had an experience with the protocol. So basically, I'm going to break it down to you guys and then I'm going to explain it. Okay. Because most people want things explained in layman's terms. So basically, you wear a piece of clothing, you drink some juices, and then you lose some weight. Okay. That's what it really breaks down to be. And it sounds simple and sometimes it even sounds gimmicky, but it is the real deal because I went to an event. I
Mhm.
tasted these products. They explained to me how they work within the body, how they help you lose weight, that kind of information. And then I heard about the piece of clothing. They actually put the piece of clothing on me. And because at the time I was 240 pounds with a big belly, for the first time in a long time, I could see past my belly and see my feet.
Wow.
Now, for a person who was not pregnant, that was because I was fat. Okay. I mean, I used to call myself voluptuous, PHAT, all of those words that we use to mask that we really need to release that and lose weight. So I found out, and this piece of clothing was a garment that we're going to talk about tonight. A lot of us are used to reshaping garments. Well, this garment is actually made by an orthopedic surgeon. So it gives back support, but it's made of a thermogenetic fiber. What that means is when you put this garment on, it's a reshaping garment that works with your body heat. When you put the body magic on, this garment is going to work with your metabolism to increase it so that you go into fat burning mode. And don't worry, ladies, when I say increasing the temperature, everybody thinks, oh, it's going to give me a hot flash. No, no, no. You only have a 1.7% change in your body temperature. That's barely enough for you to notice it. But while you have that garment in place, it is working to help you lose inches in weight. So I said, okay, I don't believe it, but I'm going to try it because I've tried everything else. So I might as well add this to the list.
Right.
Kid you guys not, I purposely did not exercise within the first 6 months of wearing the protocol because my goal was to lose 50 pounds. That was my goal, to lose 50 pounds in a year. Started in January. Within my first 5 weeks, I lost 30 pounds. Okay.
Wow.
So much so that scared me. I went to my doctor and said, okay, I'm on this program, but this seems like too much weight too fast. He was like, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I've been telling you to lose weight, and whatever you're doing is working. And basically, I started with this detox. I started wearing the reshaper, and I started taking the nutritional supplements that all work together. So after the 5-week benchmark, that was 30 pounds. I went on and I started still utilizing the protocol, taking the nutritional supplements, wearing the garment. I was able to lose 45 pounds in about 5 months. Now, just to give you perspective, I had been on other weight loss programs and would lose no more than 20 or 25 pounds. And it took me a year to do that. Within months, my body was shrinking every couple of weeks instead of losing about 2 pounds per week, which is the average. My body was releasing like 3 to 5 pounds and with no exercise. So the 6-month mark is when I said, okay, I've lost all this weight and I'm happy, but I don't want to be like those women I've seen that lose so much weight. They have the loose skin that begins to hang from the underarms and the legs, and then they start to get that jiggly neck. I didn't want to be that. And I didn't want to have to get that surgery. So I said, let me start working out before that starts to appear so that I can keep my nice tight skin. Started working out, still utilizing this protocol. Within 11 months, I lost 70 pounds. Okay.
Wow.
70 pounds, and I wasn't even looking for
70 pounds.
Yes, 70 pounds. And it only took 11 months from January till November. And guess what? That was 15 years ago. I've been able to keep the weight off for 15 years. And I'll show some pictures here and shortly to be able to give you my progress. But this is something I was able to maintain and keep long term because you eat real food. There's also a community and there's a support system. And that's necessary because when you go off the wagon, sometimes when you go into these kind of programs with your girlfriends, you know how we do, Lady CoCo.
Yes.
If I go off the wagon, you're like, girl, I need a piece of cake too. Pass me the cake.
I know, like hand it over.
And everybody's now cheating and eating 2-3 pieces of cake. And now we're back to square one. So but this particular program has accountability where people will call you out and help keep you on program. So after 15 years, now it's not about the weight loss, it's about maintaining. And I have a community of people that I can call if I am having trouble, if I had a fight or something with somebody at work. I have someone that can talk me through, okay, don't reconcile with the refrigerator. Okay. Sit here, talk to me. Let's talk it out. Let me help you get it out of your head, that kind of thing. So, and that's been a blessing.
Let me pause you. So you mean to tell me you got past, like when you get frustrated and upset, you're not running to the food because we run to the food.
Exactly. And the thing is, when we run to the food, we're not running to healthy stuff. We're running to all those things that our body
Yes.
craves for. And see, I learned how to also substitute. Like I'm a chocolate person. I love chocolate. Well, instead of
Mm-hmm.
going for chocolate now, I go for cacao. Cacao is the original plant from where the chocolate comes from. I take some cacao powder, mix it with a little bit of almond butter to make like a chocolatey, sweet kind of, almond buttery taste. Cut up an apple, put that in there, and I've got my sweet, I've got my crunchy, and I've got my savory because of the almond butter. So you're hitting all of those key points that your palate is usually looking for when you're stressed. You want something sweet. Okay, you got the apple that's sweet. The cacao is also sweet. And whereas women, a lot of us crave chocolate a lot. That's
Yes.
got the chocolate. So that's a healthy way to be able to satisfy that without having all the refined sugar, because the
Mm-hmm.
refined sugar resides on your hips.
Yes. And your stomach,
Yes,
your butt.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. So,
Wow, that's amazing. And in 11 months, 75 pounds. But in the midst of that, I'm hearing you say how you were able to control, yourself. And basically you became more focused, right? You,
yes,
you sound
yes.
like, yeah, I became more focused, and now you're gearing yourself towards the positivity of life. And hey, this is not just me dieting or just want to get rid of this weight, but this is a lifestyle. Yeah.
Exactly. And when I was able to be successful after losing that 70 pounds for the first year, that's when I started thinking, you know what? I've been doing weight loss programs, challenges with girlfriends pretty much all of my adult life. And we
Mhm.
haven't been that successful. So once I was able to lose the weight, I said, I think this is an opportunity for me to serve and to educate and empower other women. And that's why since then, I've been doing these weight loss challenges to show women, especially over 40, you can do it too, because we can't use the same resources we did when we were in our 20s. We want to, and everything we
Right.
see in advertising and marketing says that we can. But again, our hormones are different. Our energy level is different. If you've got kids or grandkids that you're running after, your
Mhm.
energy is going to be much different than somebody that has no kids and might be 20 years younger. So
Exactly
this
right.
protocol speaks to that. Wearing that garment helped me in the first couple of months because I was 240 pounds. I knew in my mind I needed to work out, but every time I went near a treadmill or a bike, my knees, because I had so much weight on my knees, they would hurt. It got to the
Mm,
point where going up and down the stairs in my own home, my knees would be bothering me. So I didn't want to go to the gym and spend an hour on a bike and my knees are hurting as I'm trying to get through this workout. So being
exactly.
able to have this garment in place as I'm just sitting at work or going to the grocery store for those first couple of months, that helped me to lose enough weight where I felt like, okay, now I feel like I can go and move and won't be in pain. And that's what I did. When I got to that 45-pound mark is when I started getting out, being more active, walking, running, and being able to lose that last part of the weight even quicker. But in the beginning, and I had a trainer and all of that, he's, come on, let's go. Even though I was 43, I was 240 pounds. I was wearing a size 20 in US size. I didn't
Wow.
want to hear about, going to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning and getting on the bike. My knees were like, no, girl.
And who wants to do it anyways that early? Now, people that are motivated, they will. They're up early every morning, running to the gym between 3 and 5 because they have to be to work at 7:38. They've
Mhm.
already gotten that, burst of energy before they got there. But this is amazing, to talk about it. But I think too, having that right mindset to say, I've done it. So let's talk about some of the diets that you tried that really was an off and on type thing, because whatever diets you pretty much do in your mind, it's gonna work. You say it's gonna work, and let's say it worked, but then you fell off again. So what are some of the diets that you tried and you became a failure with those before you actually got with this one that really worked?
Pretty much, if you name it, I would have tried it. And I'm just a little hesitant about mentioning it because with social media and things like that, when you mention certain things without rights, things can get shut down.
Right. Mhm, mhm.
So we just want to be careful of that. But I'm trying to see if I can give clever names.
Well, just give it a name. Like, okay, it was a sushi diet, and this diet basically, like, just
Okay, because
throw out
I
some.
I had okay, I went to a program where there are a lot of meetings, and you go and there's a teacher and a trainer that shares the protocol and how you can do that. But see, the thing is, when I went to this particular program, it was
Mm-hmm.
two doors down from a buffet that my
Ooh.
girlfriend and I, when we went to the meetings, we would go, and if we lost weight, we would celebrate by going to the buffet and having meals. If we gained weight that week, we got upset and distressed, and we went to the buffet to eat and drown our sorrows. Now, of how much sense does that make? But again, there wasn't enough meat, if you will, in that program to teach
Mm-hmm.
us about behavior modification, because everybody focuses on the food, but you have to look at what is driving me to eat like this. Why did I just go and pay for this class to go and talk about weight loss and then go to the buffet and eat and become even more miserable? My mindset hadn't changed.
Mm-hmm.
And with the program that I'm on now, my mindset changed 15 years ago to the point where I can eat like the program says long term. I don't feel like I'm losing out and like I have to eat everything at the birthday party tonight because I got to be back on program tomorrow.
Well, you're
No,
dieting. You're always dieting, right?
lifestyle change. That's another thing. We do different terminology because
Mm-hmm.
dieting, people feel like, okay, dieting, I have to pretty much, you feel like you're dying because you can't have certain things that you're used to. But when you
Right,
say
right.
lifestyle change, it's like, okay, I'm looking at wanting to be around longer for kids and grandkids. Okay, let's look at it more so as a lifestyle change so I can, play with them, spend more time, have more value with them, as opposed to what am I doing without? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
let me add this lifestyle. And then, too, when you're 40 plus, again, you keep going through so many things and you get frustrated. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why I've been really working to introduce this program to women over 40 sooner than later, because you don't want to have to go through spending all that money on the stuff that doesn't work. And then you get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm 60 now. I'm a great grandma and I've been married 50 years. It's like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't care what I look like. If I'm overweight, I'm supposed to be. And they just kind of give up. And see, at that
Mm-hmm.
point, people have other challenges with like hypertension and high cholesterol that play into the mix that makes it even harder to lose weight. So, why
Mm-hmm.
not try something like this now, which can be relatively easy in the beginning? Because, like I said, I knew I needed to exercise at some point, but when I was 240 pounds, being able to wear that garment and drink some juice that curbed my appetite throughout the day, that was so helpful because I was the person that had such a bad sweet craving. I would have
Mm-hmm.
a donut and a 20-ounce soda in the morning for breakfast. I'm talking like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't cook. I would drive and on my way to work, stop by somebody's fast food place or convenience store to get my donut in my soda. Now that's a lot of sugar to put into
That's
your
a
body
lot of
first
sugar,
thing in the
and
morning.
probably what, 500 calories to start the day.
Exactly.
That's
And
a
then
lot.
10 o'clock, I had to have a 10 o'clock snack. So we'd take a
Uh-huh.
break and go to the convenience store and get more unfood, as I
Whatever,
call it.
another 300 calories, and it's not even lunchtime.
Exactly. And then when lunchtime comes, you go down to the place where you can get your carbs, you get your rice, you get your bread.
Yes.
There's some veggies in there at some point, but it was mostly the bread. Because, like, I would go to a wonderful Jamaican place that had awesome food, but I wouldn't get the healthy stuff. I would get, like, the cocoa bread and the rice and peas and a big portion of it. And just all the carbs and no working out or anything like that afterwards. So
Mm.
once my mindset changed and I wanted to keep the success I had, because as a woman, your waistline should be under 35 inches in diameter. So for every woman out there, get you a tape measure and keep one. And as soon as you see that measurement go above 35, you need to be concerned, because that is the benchmark for what's called a healthy waistline. If it's above 35, it gets into that danger zone. And
That's
if
right.
you have things like hypertension and high cholesterol, it exacerbates it even worse when you have a big belly. Now, if you
Mm-hmm.
don't have those things, that's awesome, but you don't want to set yourself up for it either. As a man, it needs to be 40 inches and under. So for those men out there who have those bellies that then lapped over the belt, that's
Mm-hmm.
not a good thing, because the weight of that belly starts to lay on the man's prostate, and
Mm-hmm.
that can cause challenges as well. So
Mm-hmm.
our men need to be in shape and lose these bellies, and so do we as women. And so,
Absolutely right. We're not doctors or nurses or things on here telling you guys what to do, but a lot of fat in the belly area and things like that, it can cause heart attacks, because it's too much fat. It's just too much fat. You don't want too much fat close to the heart, and you don't want the fat on your prostate. You just don't want it. So if you're 35 and up, as we're saying, men and women, we want you to stay healthy, be healthy, get healthy, do those necessary things that you need to do. A lot of times we sit in front of that television and we just grab us a bowl of something, and then you go get another one. You just watching TV and you're not paying
mhm,
attention. I can remember vividly, Oprah talked about when she was really heavy. And she said it never dawned on her, but she loved Lay's potato chips. And she said she would sit there and just eat a bag of Lay's potato chips. And before she knew it, she wanted another bag. And she's just eating potato chips because they're so good. That was her weakness, right? And so
right.
I think that happens to a lot of us too. We don't pay attention a lot of times. There's a young lady that's part of me, really close, and she wants to gain weight. I said, "Are you
Mhm.
serious about gaining weight?" She was like, "Yes." So guess what? So we're going to talk to her offline about herself. This young lady is eating 4 slices of bread a day with peanut butter. She's eating 4 eggs. She's drinking the Boost drink. And so she has gained 10 pounds, but she's still so small. She's really small. So I'm thinking like you need to do this the healthy way. You cannot tell me you're eating 4 slices of bread at one time. Yes, I am. And she's been doing it for a couple of months. She's gained 11 pounds. So she wants to gain another 10 pounds. So I'm hoping, like, we got to do something with this, but it has to be done the right way. Because,
Absolutely.
lo and behold, if she's so small, right? And she starts to gain this weight, and that weight becomes something else, then it's
Mhm.
harder to get it off, than to get
Yes.
on. So now those 4 slices of bread and peanut butter and the eggs and these big bowls of food that she's eating, you want to lose weight now, but it's not going to come off the way you put it on. So
Absolutely. You got to be careful.
you got to be careful. So, Martha is saying, can you show some before? And thank you all for tuning in this early afternoon. We appreciate all of you all. And make sure you do us a favor, at least, and share once. And also, we thank our guest for being here this afternoon to share her story and to help us to get some more healthiness in our brain so we can function the right way. So, if you have those before and after pictures, we're going to go into that, and then we're going to show you guys a garment that can possibly help. I want to say something too about a couple of the garments I've used, but I'm going to let you show, from your side also. The one, what do we call it? We don't want to call it girdle, but it's the lace on the bottom and around the waist. What do we call that one?
The
Uh,
body magic.
the body magic, yes. I promise you, I put that on before I got sick. I couldn't believe the way I looked in my dress. I was like, wait a minute, no waist trainer, no nothing. And I put that on. I was so snatched in. I thought I was really cute, and I was. It was just nice to have it on. So just imagine, you're off into the garments and you look in that way, and then all of a sudden you take that garment off or those garments off, and that body still looks that way. I think all women and men want to look good when they take their clothes off. The worst thing you can do when you take your clothes off is say "ugh" to yourself, right?
Right. Oh my gosh.
Hello, ladies. I see some ladies in here. Jason A. The Blue Heart Divas are here. Thank you guys for chiming in this afternoon. So listen, please pay attention to what we're about to show you all. Che Cruz, hey girl. with these different garments that will snatch you in. You know, everybody, at least is not wearing their belly out today. You have some older classes, sophisticated women that's not old. You know, they want their bodies to look good when they put their clothes on. They just do. And so we want to show you all some of the garments as well as do you have your pictures? Can you pull them up?
Yeah,
Looks like I see them at the bottom, but not on the screen. I can't see them on the screen.
I was trying to get them on the screen here. Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh, I think, okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, that's not it.
Oh, I can see them at the bottom. Wow.
Okay, it looks like I'm clicking on the right thing. Let's see.
Yeah, I see it at the bottom of the screen. So that's you over there, the before. And
Mm-hmm.
this is you now after. Oh, I hope we can get that on the screen so you guys can see this, and then we can show you that garment that you need to put on, like right now.
Yeah, for some reason, let me see.
It's not. Yeah, it's at the bottom of the screen. I can see it, but you need to. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. It looked like it kicked her out, but she's trying to pull up the before and after. If we can't get that, we can show that garment so they can see it.
Do I have sharing? Do you have to make me like active with co-hosting or being able to present? Do I
Okay,
need
let me see
presentation
what it's
rights?
saying. It says present or invite. Let me see here. Let me see what it's gonna do. Image file, share screen. Let's see. I don't want it to cut us out. It might cut us out. Let's see. Okay, see if you can select the tab to share. I don't know if it's gonna let us push through. I can see it though. I see it at the bottom.
Yeah, it keeps putting it at the bottom, but it's not allowing me to put it on the screen.
No, it's not enough. For some reason, it's not allowing you to bring it up to the screen. But you know what we can, because it's trying to bring you, it's trying to allow you to do it. I see it twice at the bottom, but for some
Yeah.
reason, it's not letting you bring it to the forefront. And I gave you permission to share also, so no. So if we can, let's share the garment and let them see which one
Yes.
you started with. We can do that.
Absolutely. The body magic one that you have there is the one that is the most aggressive in terms of weight loss. So for ladies out there that want to lose weight, I can definitely share that. And
Okay, do you have it in the tan? I have the black.
yes, let me get that one real quick.
Okay.
Be right back.
This is the black one, the body magic, you guys. This is the one that's supposed to work that miracle for you guys. If I can pull it up. Can you see that? You turn it around. See, it has that wide back also. So I have it in the black.
And this is the beige.
Let's see it in the beige.
So hopefully you guys can see.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So this is a very, very nice high grade garment. This isn't going to wear really quickly. When you launder it properly, it lasts for years. I've had people who have had the same garment wearing them like 6 and 7 years at a time, because all you have to do is wash them in the washing machine and hang them to dry. Never put them in the dryer. When
No,
you
right.
launder it like that, it'll last a very, very long time.
So,
So
so
has,
this is the garment that you first started with and lost the 40 pounds.
yes, this
Wow.
is the garment I wore, and I had one for every day. It's intimate apparel. It's like underwear, and I had one for every day because I was serious. They said if you wear this garment, you're going to lose inches in weight, and I'm like, by just wearing a piece of clothing, and I wanted to prove it either right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because again,
Mm-hmm.
I had tried everything else on the market. And so with this, because it's a thermogenetic fiber, I didn't even feel hot with it, even though it was working to increase my metabolism. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like you feel it. So I could wear it in the summertime. I could wear it in the fall. I wore it all year through all the seasons. I never had any kind of sweating episodes or anything like that.
Wow. Can you sleep in it?
Yes, I have a lot of seniors like 70, 75 plus
Mm-hmm.
who don't like to wear it during the day, but they'll sleep in it. And they've been getting results by wearing it to bed. I
Oh
was like,
wow.
well, come on now.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, indeed. I've had people to wear it, 8 to 10 hours a day just sleeping. And they don't have high goals of losing weight, but they've been able to lose like 20, 30 pounds. Now, when people need to lose like 50, 60 or above, that's when we really recommend, using the protocol, wearing the garment, and working out sooner than later. Because again, you don't want that loose skin. So,
Exactly.
but this garment is very comfortable. It comes right underneath your bra, ladies, and it comes all the way
Mhm.
up. It hides all that upper belly and lower belly, because some of us have two stomachs. It's so big it has that dent by the
Ooh,
navel, and you've got
yes,
the upper belly where your breasts sit on top of your stomach. Your breast and
yes.
stomach are not supposed to be intimate, ladies, okay? So it's going to
The way to
separate
put it.
that. Yeah, giving it form. And down at the bottom, it's going to bring in that fupa. Whether you've had it
Right.
from
Pull it in.
children or you've had it from just being overweight and overeating, that
Mm-hmm.
fupa, because this was designed to bring in the lower stomach and rearrange the internal organs so that you eliminate better. A lot of us are overweight because we're not eating the things to help us eliminate like we should be. So this
Mm-hmm.
is going to help to reposition those internal organs so that you can go to the bathroom more. And that's with 1 and 2. Okay, not to be graphic, but
Okay.
that's part of
Okay.
why the stomach is so big. And this is going to help with that. Okay. And,
Right.
and again, as Lady CoCo mentioned earlier, we're not trying to treat, mitigate, cure, or anything like that with any kind of
Right.
disease or challenge. But this is an account that I have had with this garment that has helped me to lose 70 pounds and keep it off, okay, for 15
Right.
years now.
So let me ask you. So once you start losing the weight, well, let's go into this first. So when you first purchase it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to fit you really, really tight. And then once you wear it and wash it, you let it air dry. It's supposed to fit tight again. But when you actually lose the weight, do you go down a size or it'll allow you to keep wearing the same garment?
No, you'll be going down in sizes. When I started in a size 44 because the company that manufactures the garment, Artist Life, is a 35-year-old health and wellness company, and
Mm-hmm.
they are innovators. They created this whole technology. And when I first started, I was in a 44 because I was a size 20 US, but the company is in Mexico, so in Mexican numbers, it's a 44. But I went from a 44 to a 30, which in US size is like a 20
A
to a size
20.
6.
Yes, yes.
So that's where I'm at now. And I've been able to maintain around that size 6 now for 15 years. So this is the bomb.com. You get one of these for every day. Because, see, people want to be frugal and they want to buy one and wash it out every night and wear it. That grows old very, very fast. So
Right.
you want one for every day so that you can wear it as the protocol is required. The protocol is you wear it 6 to 10 hours a day, 4 to 6 days a week.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. I think we have someone in the audience is saying, I stress and I eat a lot. And then she says, I can't fit none of my clothes. got to buy new clothes, eating bluebell ice cream and potato chips, big red sodas. Okay, let's help her out with this garment. Tell her, are you
Yes.
listening? We need to tell you again about this garment in particular. This is my next garment right here because I have that other one. We'll talk about it, but this is the one for me. This one right here, and for you too.
Yes, this would be very helpful for her because this garment, I like to say, is my behavior modification coach. Because
Mhm.
before the body magic, I would just eat and eat and eat until I was full and miserable. But with this garment, because of the way it hugs your thorax, which is that area right underneath your breast, your upper stomach, if you will,
Mhm.
your torso, it's
Mhm.
not going to let you overeat. So when that garment begins to feel tight, that's
Yes.
the garment's way of having you say, okay, let's push back from the table. Let's put the fork down. Let's put the bluebell ice cream back in the freezer. At
Yes.
that
Yes.
point, you start to feel like, whew, yeah, my clothes are tight. Because see, that's the unfortunate thing.
Mhm.
Most recently with the pandemic ending and things like that, a lot of people gained weight during the pandemic because they were home, stress
Mhm.
cooking, stress eating. They were working from home, they weren't leaving the home, so a lot of
Mhm.
people have gained weight. Now we need systems like this to get people back on track, because a lot of people are still working from home, but they haven't changed any behaviors, they haven't changed their mindset, they're still eating like they were in the pandemic, and their children are doing the same. So now the entire family is overweight. So
Yes.
this is a great way to get started, because as you're working and sitting there, because a lot of people sit at their laptop at home and they don't realize it, but they're nibbling on chips all day, or they're nibbling on nuts.
Absolutely.
They're
Mhm.
drinking coffee with lots of sugar because it's
Mhm.
right there. All you have to do is go to the stove and make it, and
And
nobody
then
says,
and then turn around and drink a soda after the coffee, because sometimes they're looking for energy. When
yes,
you're overweight and you have put yourself there, you're tired and you're looking for anything that's going to give you a burst of energy. And now you're drinking coffee, you're drinking sodas, you're eating chocolate, you're doing all of it in one,
yes,
and you're still not getting that energy. That's because you don't have this.
mm-hmm,
And you need
absolutely.
something to control that mindset. And you know what? These garments do work, because I have tried on several of them even before I got sick. And I'm like, okay, it's time to go eat. So let me test it to see. And we're going to talk about some more besides this one. It does stop you from eating as much. It will stop you in your tracks. And I'm like, I'm full already. So I'm pushing the plate back. Instead
Mm-hmm.
of just keep eating, I'm pushing. I notice I'm pushing back, and I've lost
Right.
some pounds. So it's good. So someone is asking the price of this and how can you order. Martha is on here moderating today. She's gonna put all of that on here, so y'all pay attention to the screen. So she wants us to tell you to stand up so they can see. We can't see the before because it's at the bottom of the screen. For some reason, it's not allowing us to see it. But can you stand up so we can see how sexy you are right now? We don't mean that, Facebook, to see how good she looks right
I'm in a tight spot, so I can't move back but so much, but I'll stand up to let you see me, if you can see.
now. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, oh my goodness.
Size 6,
You're a size 6 and you were 200 and how many pounds?
40, 240 pounds,
240
weighing a size
pounds.
20. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ooh. Okay, this lady's my favorite restaurant is Golden Corral. Oh, she
Go
needs
on
this.
and tell it. Go on and tell it.
What's this? Shanti, you need this today. You need to place your order today. Mark is gonna put it on here. I believe this garment is 99, isn't it? Is it 90 or 99? This garment. I believe this is the one that we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this garment lasts you a long time. I think you would have to really just throw it away.
They're very durable. Like I said, when you wash
Yeah.
them in cold water and hang them to dry, they last a very long time. But the thing is, don't get used to the size that you have. My
Right.
thing is, we pay to get our hair done, our nails done, the mani-pedi thing, facials. We pay for all of that. We invest. We spend good
We
money.
invest. Yes.
And we need to spend good money in our health and ourselves. And investing in having one of these body magics for every day, I'm telling you, it was the best investment because losing 30 pounds in 5 weeks, I had done that on no other program that I had tried. Being
Mm.
able to lose 70 pounds in a year, I had never gotten anywhere near that. I would lose like 20 or 25 and then start gaining it back. I
Gaining it back.
never got to my goal. I exceeded my goal because my goal was 50 pounds in a year. I lost 70 pounds in a year.
70
Okay.
pounds in 11 months.
Yes,
And
I went from a
what
20
size
to
is
a
what
6.
size is your waist right now?
33.
A 33. Wow, and a size 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Naturally 33. And it's
that's
about to change because we're doing a weight loss challenge as I speak. And so we're getting ready to chisel that down even more.
Ooh, well, no,
It's
I don't think you can do too much more. I mean, you just turn to the side, and your waist is look the back.
Yeah, I can't get but so small. Like, I don't think I'll go less than like a 6 or a 4 because I have so much hair. I have very long locks. And my
Mm,
friends say I look like a bobblehead doll because I've lost too much weight. So I tend to stay around the 6 as much as I can.
okay, but
But
now
for the
are you
waist
still
line,
wearing the Body Magic? Are you still wearing this product?
I do because it keeps me sexy. And again, there are some days when I don't wear it, but those are rare. Like, when I'm at home, I don't wear it. But I'm also in business, because my weight loss classes, this is the protocol I teach them with the garment and the nutrition. So I have to, practice what I preach. So I do wear it. And there's certain dresses that I wear. Like, I still enjoy a bodycon and a maxi dress. And
Okay.
to look my best, I put
Mm-hmm.
on one of the garments we're going to talk about here called the Body Complete. The Body
Okay.
Magic Silk is the new name because that is basically the design of the Body Magic with the
Okay.
placard in front to keep your tummy in. It's got the butt lift in the back, so you look really
Yeah.
good in the back of that dress.
I
But
have
it's
the Body
like
Complete. So you have that in front of you as well?
that one, yes.
Okay. You have it in
This is
tan or black? You have the tan. Okay, I have the black one.
and it looks basically the same as the Body Magic with the hooks. But the thing is, with the Body Magic, this is the Body Magic. When you put this on, it's got 3 rows of hooks.
Yes.
You start with the first row. When you first get in it, you're going to start on the outermost row. As you
Mm-hmm.
lose inches in weight, you're going to move that over to the second row and eventually the third row. When you're
Right.
on the third row, meaning all the hooks are aligned on that first row, that
Mm-hmm.
means it's time to go to the size down. So
Okay.
like for me, I started out in a 44. I went to a 42, then eventually a 40. I went all the way down to a size 30. Now,
Mm.
I went through like 7 or 8 different sizes in my Body Magic. And for each size, I invested and had a garment for every day. So I put a lot of money into this system. But guess what? It worked. When you see that something works, you keep investing in it. I had invested in so many things that didn't work. I said, I might as well do this. And so
Mm-hmm.
this garment is going to help you with your behavior. It's going to let you know when to slow down eating. Also, it's going to help you eliminate better. So that's another reason why people start seeing weight loss because of the way the bottom part of the garment hugs your stomach and repositions those organs so that you can eliminate better. If you
Mm-hmm.
eat 3 times a day, you're supposed to eliminate 3 times a day. Most people don't know that and they don't realize that. But this
Right.
helps to get everything back in place so that you eliminate properly. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of us, again, working from home, poor posture, because this is an orthopedic garment made by an orthopedic surgeon. It's
Mm-hmm.
got boning in the back that's going to help you sit upright. So you'll be able
Right.
to get some improvement in the posture.
Mm-hmm.
And those folks that have sciatica and things like that, very helpful, very helpful.
Yeah.
And again, this is something that's very versatile. I've worn this under various outfits. You can wear it with shorts, not the short shorts, of course, but the shorts that
Right.
are like midway your leg. But you
Mm-hmm.
can wear this all year. And as a result of wearing it for those 11 months, I was able to lose 70 pounds.
Right.
Yes,
Right. Now
indeed.
you missed one thing about this one here. The crotch part of it has the zipper, so you don't have to take this off
Yes.
when you go
On
to the
this
back.
new one, yes, the Body Magic Silk. It's got the hooks up top, but at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
it's got a very, very good zipper here. You just zip, go and zip back.
Yeah, and it
And
goes from front to back, you guys. From front
yes.
to back. Look at that.
And
Now
this is
I
also
love this
great
one too.
for our seniors who may have some mobility issues. The
Uh-huh.
zipper works perfectly. You don't have to worry about fiddling with any hooks or any Velcro or things of that nature. A lot of seniors love the zipper technology because they don't have to fight when they're going to the restroom.
Exactly. Now, okay, Martha's asking you to can you tell us about business opportunities?
Yes, like I was mentioning, when I first started this, I saw an opportunity to help my girlfriends because we would all get fat together. And I said, you know what, this is working for me. We need to all get healthier together this time. And
Mm-hmm.
so being able to empower other women, not just by knowing about it and wearing the garment, but when you share, there is a business opportunity for you to make money. And I basically looked at it as, wait a minute, you mean to tell me I can get healthier and get paid to look good and get healthy? Oh, I'm all about that life. I'm all about that life. And
Right.
so that's when I started sharing this. And then the friends that I shared it with more people. And
Mm-hmm.
now we're to the point where we're doing things like going to breast cancer organizations and talking about our wonderful angel bra, which is the only anti-cancer bra on the planet. And we explain how that is and how that came to be. But we're partnering with organizations where we help many women at a time with, that kind of reshaping, because when a woman goes through a breast surgery and a mastectomy, there are certain things that she misses, and being able to feel confident in her foundation is one of them. And
Mm-hmm.
so we're doing things like that. I'm having weight loss clinics, both in person and virtually, so that we can share this technology, not just in the area that we live in, but all over the world. We just came
Right.
back from the Bahamas a few weeks ago, sharing the technology and spreading the word even more while we were there about this wonderful garment. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a way for you to make money. And if you're serious about investing, especially in this economy that we're in now, multiple streams of income used to be an option. Now it is a necessity. So this
Right.
is a business that you can do spare time, part time, at home from your computer. There are
Right.
times when you go out and host a party or go to a party and things like that, but you can make as much as you want or as little as you want. You write your own check with this opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, we have Zelle and Cash App. We have both. We have PayPal. Yes, we have it. Those are the methods of payments. Do you have a different other way that your people can purchase as well? Um,
I have Square for all credit cards and all of the above, Zelle, PayPal, all of that stuff.
you have all of it. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at that. Okay, let's go to this next garment. I hope you guys are taking this all in, all of it. But my focus today, I know we have a couple of more garments and then we're done with that. Is that body magic? That's the one that caused you to get down to a size 6. And if you guys could see this picture, and I think I need you to text it to me because I can
Okay.
show them if you text it to me because I'm looking at it and then we just saw you stand up. That's amazing. Like, and you've kept it off for 15 years.
Yes.
That's a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lifetime. So that's amazing. It really is. What a testimony. So I hope that this broadcast today has really put you all, not just women, but men and women in a different mindset of, keeping yourself healthy and doing it the right way. If there's a right way and a wrong way to do everything. So we want to focus on doing it the right way today. And that's what we want to do. And don't hesitate to place your order. Place your order and get yourself ready, to be a better you and look good and feel good about yourself. That's what we want to do. Um, just maintain a good, healthy life. It's okay to push back some of that food that we're putting in our bodies that shouldn't be there. Can you please tell me how to order with my credit card? Thank you. Martha, can you give the information? This is Lodina Divine. And for which item are you interested in? I'm looking at the main focus today. We have a couple more garments to show. And so today my main focus is because I have the body complete already and it's really good. But now I'm sold myself. I'm gonna drop down to 40 pounds. Y'all probably won't see me. Woo! Y'all probably because this right here, this is about to go on. And I like this one at least because it's not as long as the body complete on your legs.
Mm-hmm.
It's shorter. I like that.
Yeah, it's very versatile. You can wear it with a lot of stuff. I've worn it with like a t-shirt and some Bermuda shorts in the summertime.
Okay.
It's very
Yes.
comfortable. People think, oh, I can't go to a cookout with this thing on outside. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable. It looks intimidating because it's an all-in-one garment. And nowadays people are used to, waist trainers and those things that just look like a vest. But a lot
Right.
of our bodies are demanding more than just a vest. We need to lift the stomach. We need to get rid of it. We need to tone down the hips. We need to thin the thighs. Our bodies are requiring much more. So the Body Magic can definitely do that. I did send
Okay.
you those pictures, by the way,
Okay.
via
Let's.
phone. And,
Yeah.
but yeah, this technology is awesome. I would definitely encourage women who have been struggling with weight loss because I'm telling you, my sister was in
Oh
her
my.
60s when she first put on a Body Magic, and she's a nurse. And as a nurse, she lifted patients all day, getting them back and forth to their rooms. And
You
she
hold on a minute over there. You hold on a minute. Like this. Yeah. Can y'all see this? Can- I'm sold. Y'all sold. I'm sold. Can y'all see this?
and
Ladies,
that's from January to November or
can y'all
December when I lost the 70 pounds.
please let me know if y'all can see this. Just I need to know if they can see this because who we okay. Oh, okay. I want to see the comments like can y'all see this? And then let me scroll. Girl, wow. Look at this. Can y'all see that?
Oh yeah, those are my big girl pants. I still have those pants. The only pair I kept to let me know from whence I came. Those were my size 20s.
That's amazing. I mean, the good thing about it is to see this. Can y'all see this? I just want to make sure that they see. And then while you're standing next to that bottle, explain to them what that product is.
That is Lviv Red. That is the juice that basically saved my life. I told you guys that I was a sweet addict and would have a donut and a soda in the morning for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Lviv helped to change my palate so that I stopped craving refined sugar and started being satisfied and craving the simple sugars from apples, kiwi, oranges, things of that nature. The Lviv juice, I'm drinking it right now in this cup because it's not like some of the juices you drink on the market and you just drink it and then you're done and you've got your sweet fix. Lviv has 5 different superfruits that help to change your appetite. The acai berry is good for weight loss. Goji berry is good for appetite suppression. Mangosteen is like an antibiotic. It helps to heal. You've got the noni that's an astringent and it also helps with inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, there are so many good properties in this juice. It really, really helps to change your palate. So instead of wanting ice cream or chocolate, I would get me a glass of Lviv. I make Lviv popsicles in the summertime because it's just that good. So when you're
Right.
having a sweet fix, don't go for the unhealthy stuff. Make your own healthy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me show them this picture. This is a before picture here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to move over to the after, and then you can tell them about the the garment you have on. We do have that. I have that right here.
Oh yes. That's the corset in that picture.
That's the corset. Yes.
That's a corset because
Uh-huh.
that's another thing with losing weight like this with this program. I lost like maybe a size or two every couple months. I made the decision that I wasn't going to buy clothes every time I lost a size because that would begin to be very expensive. So what
Uh-huh.
I did was I got creative about dressing myself so that it didn't look like I had on somebody else's clothing. That dress that you see me with the corset, that is actually a blouse. It's a tunic blouse that I used to wear when I was a size 20 in the picture next to it. You can see me with the chubby cheeks and how the blouse
Oh
fits
yeah.
then. But I went from wearing it as a top to wearing it as a little swing dress. And because it was still too big in the waist, I put that corset on and I created an outfit. So I had
I
on,
see.
yeah. And that's another thing I tell people: when you're losing weight, you can utilize these garments and leverage them into outfits. So it's not like, oh, I'm just paying for it to be worn as underwear and lose weight. Honey, buy
Hmm.
you a couple of them so that you can feature them on the outside and still show off that new sexy waistline as you're still losing weight.
Right,
So I
right.
saved a lot of money waiting until I got to the six to go out and really shop at that point, you know.
This is amazing. This is amazing. So I'm hoping we have sold at least two garments today. At least two. At least two. Somebody is saying no to something. Uh what is saying no? Yes. What are the no's that we're getting? So ladies, we have over 40 different body. Okay, they can go to the website if they want to see. But I think the main focus from what I've seen on the broadcast today is the body magic. Two of the ladies in the audience today. Can you please give me a call? Okay, can you put your number on here if you don't mind, or you can inbox me? You can inbox me, Lodina, and we can talk offline if you like. Go to CoCo Casanova, CoACO. Let me see if I can put this up, and then we're gonna give it back to. Okay, let me see, CoACO. Okay, so you can follow me on that page and go to my inbox. Okay, because I don't have a messenger on my fan page, which is Boss Lady Coco. It's so many people out there. They have all kinds of stuff in that inbox. So we only use one. So okay, we just spoke on this one. All right, here's one I wanted you to speak on. Then we have one more after that. Now, this is for men and women. This is one that my husband wear every day.
Okay, yes, the men and the women's abdomen shirt. It's a light t-shirt that helps to still pull you in and pull everything into alignment. It's
Mm-hmm,
also an orthopedic garment, so you're going to get some great back support, but it really helps to start chiseling out that waistline. We have some
mm-hmm,
people who are apple shaped. It pays to know what your body type is because we can also really cater those garments to your body type. And a lot of men that
mm-hmm,
have big bellies, that's definitely what's called an apple shape. That
mm-hmm.
men's abdomen shirt is going to pull that stomach in, cause them to start eliminating more, take that weight off the prostate, and help to start giving them more shape and form to where they lose weight. I
Yes.
have a business partner that has a client. He went from wearing a 4X men's t-shirt to now he's in a 2X, and he's just been wearing the shirt. He hasn't been exercising. He's been wearing the shirt, and he's so excited now. He's looking to start the weight loss program because he's like, if I've been doing this just by wearing the shirt and not really following the rest of the program, what
Mm-hmm.
can I do if I take the nutrition in addition to wearing this garment?
Right,
So
right.
he's very excited.
Well, this does work because my husband has this. And as I stated to you earlier, he has that little basketball, but you can tell
Mhm.
the difference from when he bought this up to now. You can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. He's has like this the wide and go in kind of shape. He probably don't know it.
Okay.
But this does work, and it doesn't take long to work. at all.
Exactly.
This does not. This works very fast.
Yes. The thing is consistency. You have to buy more than one so that you can wear it every day because the protocol is 4 to 6 days a week, 6 to 10 hours a day. I know when after I lost that 30 pounds in the first 5 weeks, I started wearing mine even longer because I said, if it does that in
Mhm.
wearing it for 6 to 10 hours a day, what will it do? Because I had two jobs at the time. So I would
Mhm.
wear it like, double hours because I was working so much. But that's
Right.
another thing that helped me to really be able to accelerate the progress because I was doing double time in wearing my garment, which paid off.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Say no more. You just have made the world get better today. Okay, we have one more garment that I love the way you explained this one to me. I love this. I have it over here in black too. So let's talk about
Yes.
this one.
Okay, the official name is Panty Reshaper. It's supposed to reshape your derriere to give you a new look. However, I like to call it the booty pop, okay? Because what happens is a lot of women will go and get butt pads to make their butt look bigger, or they'll even entertain having, a butt surgery. But this
Uh-huh.
garment actually has the technology in the back. It has two straps which actually hug your derriere, and it
Mm-hmm.
actually takes your own tissue and it pushes it out so that it looks like you have more than you do. Now,
Mm-hmm.
just to give you perspective, I have a Caucasian client who doesn't have a lot back there. And when
Mm-hmm.
she heard about this garment, she was like, oh, give me every color you have and give me one for every day of the week, because she's been wearing it. And on date night, when she wears it, her husband is so excited because he knows what's going on later, because she looks sexier, she feels sexier. Her husband enjoys, having that experience with her. But her, now that she's worn it for like almost 4 years, when she takes it off, you can see some improvement back there. So it
Right.
helps you to not have to always entertain surgery, but it takes your own tissue. But again, you have to have more than one. If you have one to wear every day where that it's working to mold that tissue every day, you're going to see results. So,
Right.
and
Right.
it helps a lot of women too, because not only do they want that bigger butt, it has that panel in the front that also flattens your stomach. So if you have a little bit
That's
of a
what's
stomach,
really
it
nice.
can help pull that in. Again, help to reposition those organs a bit so that you eliminate and start to lose that belly a little bit.
Yes. And so far I have is it only two colors or is more? I have a
Only
black
two.
one,
Yeah, the black and beige.
the black
Hmm.
and beige. Okay. Okay. Did we Martha's saying speak on the two-step?
The two-step system is basically wear the garment, take the products, lose the weight. The red juice that we talked about, Lviv, that's going to be very key in your weight loss, because that's what helps to change your palate, helps you from eating. Right now, we actually have a weight loss challenge going on, and definitely President Martha can help you in terms of getting started with that. But you take the nutrition, you detox, and you wear this wonderful garment, again, having one for every day of the week,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to see pounds and inches lost. Two steps: nutrition and the garments. It is
Okay.
awesome, awesome, awesome.
Okay, I hope you all took all of this in, and maybe we'll be able to come back and speak on the supplements that we do have, because there are some great products. There's so much. You can also go to the website, and check out some of the or check out all of it. I believe Martha put it on here to where you guys can go to the website, but also reach out to me in my inbox. I don't want to put my phone number here. Well, my phone number is on something where you can find it, but I won't even go there. Just inbox me and we can move forward. Also, tell them how they can follow you. If they
Yes,
want more information from you as well, tell them how they can follow you and where can we find you.
yes, I am on Facebook, and you can visit my business page at Type Body Makeover. That's my company, Type Body Makeover, because when I had this transformation, I felt like I had a Type Body Makeover. So
Mhm.
you can go on also Instagram under Type Body Makeover. And also, where else am I? I think that's it. Oh, and
Everywhere.
my website is tightbodymakeover.com. So you can also go to the website, tightbodymakeover.com.
I'm gonna see if I can type it in. You type body makeover, right?
Yes.
Okay, makeover. Okay, there's that right there. Okay, so we kept their attention for at least an hour or more. So that was great. Um, So thank all of you all for being so attentive. So we don't want to lose you all, on what we've already talked about. Possibly maybe we'll come back again because Miss Lady over there is really good, and she is a living testimony to encourage you all to say, "Hey, I want that to be me too," and it can be you today. So make sure you reach out to me and let's talk about it. Also, follow Alicia,
Elisa.
Alisa, however y'all want to say it. But there's that the website, and not website. Is there a website? Do you have a website?
Yeah, tightbodymakeover.com.
Okay, body makeup is okay. So you all go look for that, and I'm not going to keep you any longer, but I have enjoyed every moment of this. I'm glad we were able to come back on. So I'm sure we'll be talking again. And we might not have to do this every Wednesday, but we can most definitely choose a Wednesday that you're available and come back, and give them some more schooling and information. Once again, we are not therapists and teachers and things of that nature, but we can share the good products with you all and allow you to see that there are someone that is a testimony for all of us that will want to be a part of this great walk that we're in. And y'all watch Lady CoCo because I'm coming back too and stand up and show the same thing. I'm coming through.
All right now.
Yes, it has been an encouragement to me today. So all it takes is one person, to talk to you, speak with you, and be sincere about what it is, that you're talking about. A lot of people, they come with gimmicks and, there's a hidden agenda. But with this, there's not. She showed you her before and after, and she's sitting here to talk about it. 15 years of good health and looking good and going to the beach and doing all kinds of stuff. Don't you want to be there?
Yes, indeed.
So that's our time. I'm going to let you close it out with something positive for the ladies, and then we're going to get out of here.
Okay, I want to leave you with this question. Is your will to win bigger than your will to whine? And when I say whine, that's WHINE. Okay.
Mm.
Again, a lot of people whine about the price of this protocol. They whine about having to wear a garment every day. But look at what your results can be. Most of the time, if you're a person that's going to follow the protocol. If you're a person that's not going to get up and exercise at 5 in the morning. So
Mm-hmm.
why not try it? At least get the good pieces of the protocol together. Learn how to eat healthier. Learn how to overcome those sweet addictions.
Mm-hmm.
Learn how to be a part of a community that you've got some accountability and can help you when you feel like you're about to, go over the fence with your eating and things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
you got to ask yourself that question. Is your will to win bigger than your will to whine? And if your will to win is bigger, come on and join us. Get some of these protocols so that we can get you started and you can realize a happier, healthier you.
Yeah, so it's win or wine. Which one is it? Oh, okay. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to the next one. We'll be back. We'll be back. And so if y'all don't see us come back sooner than later, y'all need to ask Lady CoCo, when is that lovely lady coming back? The pretty lady that showed us her nice body. So I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much, and thank y'all for tuning in. It is the Lady CoCo Show. We are right here outside of Dallas, Texas, and this is what we do. So look forward to more conversations like this. We want to win, not whine.
All
Okay.
right. Goodbye,
Us
everybody.
ladies, good night, everyone. We'll see y'all next time. Okay. Good night, darling.
Good night. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for being a part. Okay, everybody. Thank you all once again for tuning in. Please reach out to me on Facebook in my inbox, and we can talk about this more. You just got the website and everything for Elise, so you all make sure you go look that up. But any questions, feel free to reach out. Okay. Until the next time, it's the Lady CoCo Show. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in.